Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, April 14th, I think, and I am 19 weeks and 1 day pregnant. Um, I'm gonna try and make this really quick because I feel like I just get way too long and rambly in my videos. Um, so today I went for my anatomy scan and everything looked great. Um, the tech counted off 4 legs, 4 arms, 4 hands, 4 feet, 2 really good healthy hearts and healthy looking brains and kidneys and what else? I don't know, she was very informative. She went through everything she was seeing, listed off, like she showed me the umbilical cords and then switched the settings so that I could see the blood pulsing through them. She pointed out the placentas, but placenta just doesn't look like anything to me. It kind of just looks like a gray patch. I don't know. She said they looked really great and awesome. I'm going to take her word for it. I got a couple pictures. They're kind of hard to see now that they're getting bigger because they don't have as much space. But baby B is on the top and baby A is on the bottom. And the funny thing is that we ended up seeing a little bit of sibling rivalry going on, and baby B was kicking baby A in the head. Baby A is head down and baby B is transverse, like side, I don't know if you can see, side to side across my stomach up this way. And my uterus is much bigger than I thought because so I have a home Doppler and I've been listening to the heartbeats every now and then, and where I think I thought I was getting A and B separately in the last couple days, I'm probably picking up A twice in 2 different spots because B is actually higher, like probably just under and above my belly button, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so everything looked great today, and they were she described them as very busy and active, which kind of complicates things a little bit when she's trying to take measurements. But she asked if I've been feeling anything, and I said, well, I think so, but I can't really tell. Like, I don't really know whether I'm feeling movement or gas. And I was just kind of laughing about, like, how I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, I feel a baby, it's so cute, and then find out that it's just like a fart or something. But she said that it's probably safe to assume at this point that if I think I'm feeling movement, I actually am, because they are large enough now, strong enough. They both weigh about ½ a pound. She said their size now, I am most likely feeling them. Yesterday, I went for my first and potentially last prenatal yoga class. I'm not going to say it's more intense. It's not an intense yoga class by any means, because these are all positions that I am very familiar and quite comfortable with. But I think it's that I've been sedentary for the last couple months, and going into something active like that, plus this belly that I'm trying to maneuver around. I enjoyed the class. I did not feel like exhausted afterwards. I felt great actually. But then I mentioned it to my OB today, and I hadn't really cleared it with him before I signed up for the class, and I signed up for a 6-week registered class so that I will be going to the same class with the same women all the time, which is kind of nice because I might get to know some of them, and I don't know, maybe I'll make some friends. But I mentioned it to the OB today, and I was saying how it was tiring just because I've spent so much time sitting on the couch. And he said that, oh, he's like, maybe you should just like skip the yoga. And I was like, I'm doing it to get out of the house and do something different. And he was like, well, why don't you just like, I don't know, like go to the mall and walk around? That's a bad thing for me because I have worked very hard at reducing my spending, and just hanging out at the mall is not a good way for me to keep that good track record going. So I'm on the fence about this yoga class, and I signed up for 6 weeks, so I've paid for 6 weeks. So I'm thinking that maybe if I go, I might just keep going and just not put my all into it. I don't know. If they'll refund me, I guess maybe I'll try to drop out, but it felt nice to do something different. What else? I've been getting Braxton Hicks contractions. I've been getting them for probably the last 2 weeks or so. They started out, I was just getting them in the morning, and I thought that maybe it had something to do with having like an overfull bladder. And I would have one when I wake up, and then I would have another one after relieving myself. Like once the bladder's empty, it's like, I don't know whether it sent my body into a bit of a shock. Because I get this really achy feeling when I go from having a very full bladder to empty bladder. And then I was getting more Braxton Hicks at night. I would usually get a couple throughout the evening. It's very evident when it's happening. Like you can actually see it from the outside, and I don't know if it's just because of the way the babies are positioned, but like I get this weird crazy lump off the lower right side of my belly. Everything tightens up. And then on Saturday night, I started getting them, and what I have been doing to kind of help them stop and calm down and go away is to drink a ton of water, and I'll go lay down. So I was getting them pretty constantly, like I was getting them back to back for a little bit. So Paul and I, we just went upstairs to lay in bed, and we watched a movie. They happen all throughout the movie, and they continue to happen afterwards, but I was just trying to like calm myself down and not think about it too much. Basically trying to tell myself that I'm overanalyzing and that it's probably like nothing serious. And then when I mentioned to Paul like how long it had been going on, he suggested that I probably should just go to the ER and get checked out. It sucks because I'm like 1 week away from being able to go into go check in with labor and delivery instead of the ER for stuff like this. So I had to wait in the ER, which wasn't actually too bad because I left the house and I was back again inside of 3 hours. Anyway, so in the ER, they did blood work, they did a quick little ultrasound. Both the babies had hiccups at the same time. I couldn't feel that though. And while they were waiting for the blood work to come back, they sent down the OB that was on call. She did a cervical check and said that it was still long and closed, so nothing to be concerned about there. And on the topic of cervix, they measured that today too, and it went back up to 3.7 centimeters. So I'm feeling a lot better because it started at 3.7, it went down to 3.3, and I was really hoping that today it would either be the same as last time or higher, and it went up again. So that's good. I'm feeling a lot better about that. What else did she say? She said the OB said that it's kind of unusual for me being my first pregnancy to be feeling Braxton Hicks this early, and I was right to come in because I was concerned that they were happening too often, because she said it is odd that they were coming that close together. So they basically just told me to sit down, take it easy, keep my feet up for a couple of days, which I did, and I'm back to just getting them morning and night, and just a couple. It's not a big deal. I think that's probably it. So tomorrow is the big day. We'll find out whether they are boys, girls, or one of each. The tech apparently had no trouble telling what they are. I was paying attention to the screen the whole time. Like she didn't tell me not to look at any point, and I didn't really see what she was looking at. So afterwards she switches everything off. She's like, okay, awesome, like they were good, I got all the measurements I needed. I'll fill out your card and get you your pictures and fill out the report for you, and it'll be ready in a few minutes. And I said, you already found out what they were? Like, you didn't have any trouble telling? She's like, nope, not at all. So I had brought a little card with me for her to write down what the genders were, and my sister had come for the ultrasound as well, so I sent her home with the card because she's gonna bake a cake that we'll cut tomorrow night. So at this point, my sister is the only person who knows what we're having. And after my doctor's appointment, I asked Steph, like we got out to the car because she'd been waiting in the waiting room for me. So by the time we got out to the car, I was like, did you already check? And she said, yep. And I was like, okay, like I don't want to know. So I was just like, I was not going to prod in any way. And she was like, yeah, I don't think I can talk to you for the rest of the day. I'm not texting you. I'm not talking to you until tomorrow. Like, I'll see you tomorrow night. So hopefully she can keep a lid on it and not tell anybody before we find out tomorrow night. I think she'll be okay. And yeah, I'll make another video probably, I don't know, it kind of depends on what's happening. We've got a really busy week ahead of us this week because the sale of our house, the closing date is next Wednesday, and we still have to get the rest of our stuff out of it, which isn't too much at this point, and finish cleaning up. So I'm probably going to have a bit of a busy weekend. So I will aim to make another video as soon as possible, but I will be putting the big surprise on Instagram. So my account on Instagram is still public, so if you want to follow me there, it's Frange Twins, and I'll have a link below for the Instagram account. So I will be posting it there beforehand. And if you're finding out about my Instagram account through this video, don't post anything in the comments. I would rather people who are just watching videos find out what they are in a video rather than in the comments. But I guess that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys are all having a good week, and I will talk to you again soon. And I'm realizing I'm forgetting to show you my belly because it's actually a lot bigger than it was last week. I'm going to do that quick. Nope, too high. Yeah, this is it. It's gotten much bigger. It's much harder than I expected. I really didn't know what to expect. I just thought pregnant bellies were maybe slightly more spongy than what this is. And it's without the shirt. Still not sure what's going to happen with this tattoo. And I was thinking about it the other day. I wish that I had documented the change in my belly button, because to me this is drastic. It is just getting to the point now where this top part is poking out enough that you can tell through my shirt. This shirt maybe not so much, but some of my shirts that are a little bit looser, that it's still soft enough that the pressure from the fabric keeps it flat. But there will be a point very soon where that belly button is popped out. But yeah, that's the 19-week twin belly. And I can feel somebody right here. I don't know if it's like a back or something, but someone is this way and somebody is this way. But that is all for this week. Again, goodbye. I will talk to you again soon. See you later.